Okay, good. All right, so long roller, right? And then if you need a mat, usually for the ladies, the sacrum might be a little bit bony. You might want a mat or a towel under your pelvis on the roller, okay? Or something under your head if your neck is tight so you're not hanging the head back. You can always put it on the edge of the roller. We're gonna start sitting on the roller. I'm gonna position mine to where you can see me clearly. And I'm gonna sit at the very edge of the roller. For those who are taller, even more. I mean, literally almost hang out, okay? I'm gonna put my mat because of my sacrum. And then hand on the mat, just to support you, and roll down into the roller. If you feel that you're way too up and your head is not gonna reach the roller, then you need to move yourself down as you go down. So William, you have to come down. I think everybody else is okay. Yeah, make sure your head is on the roller. And you should have some room over there. Yeah, as long as the back of your head is on the roller, we're good. Good. Now, just like the bowl and all the other stability stuff that we use, the legs can be sit bones width, can be hip width wide, or it can be even wider if you need more stability. Okay? And then you want the back of the head exactly on the roller. I'm going to be at an angle so I can see you guys a little bit more. The back of the head on the roller, and the hand can come down to the floor. If you'd like your shoulders to open a little bit more, the palms can open to the ceiling. Okay? All right, let's just go through our breathing. And we're trying to get the back of the ribs to breathe into the roller and out. And then breathe out. Pull the pelvic floor, sink the abdominals, hug your ribs. All very gently. So getting to that deep core. Breathing into the back and side of the ribs. Expanding it into the roller. Breathe out. Gently pull the pelvic floor. Sink the pubic bone and belly button. Abdominals lift. And you're hugging the hip bones and the ribs towards each other gently. So we're closing in that abdominal wall. Good. Keep your chin gently tucked in to help you lengthen the back of the neck. If it's not lengthened, you can bring your hand to the head, track it or pull it up to try to lengthen it more, and then release it into the roller, keeping it there. And keep breathing. Give me 3 more breaths. Make sure your abdomen is moving away and towards, away from the ceiling and towards the roller. The breath in is into the roller. Nice long breaths. Try to make it the same length in and out as best as you can. The breath out is usually longer. Good. All right, let's do our pelvic tilts. So on your breath out, you're going to imprint your low back towards the roller, or just at least try to push the low back into the roller by tilting the pelvis. And then breathe in, tilt the pelvis forward, peeling the low back off the roller, dipping your pubic bone between your feet. Breathe out, imprint. And remember not to use your butt muscles. It might work a little bit, but you're trying to imprint by lifting, scooping and lifting the abdominals, and you're trying to arch by using the low back muscles. So breathe out, pull the pelvic floor, scoop the abdominals, and lift the abdominals, tilting the pelvis as you lift, imprinting the low back on the roller. Breathe in, lengthen. You can lengthen just to neutral if you want, or you can go further into that slight low back extension. Okay, as you move that pelvis and that low back into the roller, each time you should come closer to the roller. Every time you arch and you go forward with the pelvis, it should move a little bit more. So we should be getting deep abdominal engagement, deep back work, and at the same time, more mobility on that pelvis. Good. Now release it and let's try to do our side to side. So imagine that your pelvis is actually rolling to the sides of the roller. Yeah. So my pelvis is going to come to the outside of the side closer to you and then to the outside of the other side. This one goes up. So you're kind of massaging the pelvis around the roller or rolling the pelvis around the roller. Keep the sit bones long. And as you move the pelvis side to side, try not to shorten the waist up to the rib. So keep pushing and lengthening and squeeze the left butt to drop the right pelvis into the roller and then squeeze the right butt to drop the left side into closer to the roller. Yeah. Now the ribs stay still, the shoulders stay still. If you use the rest of the body, you should feel that you're actually moving on the roller. You shouldn't be moving on the roller. So the side of the butt you're lifting pushes the other side down. And you should feel that side wrapping around the side of the roller and the foot heavier on the ground. And then you lift the side, the other side wraps around the roller and the foot is heavier on the ground. All right, when you're done with 2 or 3 more, try to even it out. Try to just release the pelvis back to neutral. Okay? And let's continue the breath with the arms. So we're going to bring the arms to the ceiling, palms facing each other, shoulders away from the ears. We're going to breathe out, reach the hands down. It can be to the knee. It can be lower, as long as your ribs don't pop and the shoulders don't roll forward. So squeeze the scapulas on the roller, and instead of pressing down, you're reaching forward, reaching. Imagine you want to grab your calves. Yeah? Now, breathe in, go back up to ceiling. And here, the scapula should be hugging the roller. Breathe out, reach away and down, keep the scapulas hugging, open up the chest. Hug the roller more and open the chest. Now reach the hands all the way to your calves. Breathe in, dig the scapulas down into the roller. Breathe out, it goes down. Breathe in, it goes up. And you're always reaching away from the body, and the shoulders are always pulling down, and the scapulas are always hugging the roller here. So there's work going on there. Last one. And up. We're going to hold it at the up. Now we're going to really challenge by taking it back. What I want you to focus on is that rib cage doesn't keep moving. So push the ribs into the ground. Breathe into the back of the rib cage in. On the breath out, really hold that rib in. Relax the arms back, only as far as the ribs don't pop. So watch this. Bring it back up, on and in. It's almost like you're doing a crunch. It's that much effort not to allow the rib cage to pop. So as the arm goes back, you're pushing the ribs into the roller and you're crunching, but the arm is super relaxed to allow for mobility and up. Okay, so it's a breath out to go back. I'm pulling the ribs down. I'm hugging the scapulas a little bit on the roller, and my arm is just relaxing back. Each time the arms go back, you should go a little further. You need 2 or 3 more. Now, as the arm goes back, pull the shoulder away from the ear, pull down, pull the shoulders down as the arm goes up, and then it goes back up again. So I need ribs down and shoulders down. And arm super relaxed on in the shoulder joint, so it just finds mobility there. Good. So when you come back up, we're going to hold it up, and now we're going to add both. So you're going to breathe out, reach away and down, squeezing the scapula. Breathe in, back to ceiling. Breathe out, go back behind you. Breathe in to ceiling. Breathe out to toes. Breathe in to ceiling, your own timing. Breathe out behind you, arms relaxed, but the shoulder joint pulling down, the scapulas gently trying to hug the roller. Now, if you want to do it in one breath, you're going to breathe out, go back. Breathe in, come forward. Breathe out, go back, pull that rib cage in, hug that core, don't let the ribs pop. Breathe in, come forward. Out. In. If you want to challenge yourself, change the breath for another 2 to 3. Breathe in to go up without the ribs going up. Breathe out, come down. It's much more challenging. Breathe in and out. Good. And relax the arm down. Nice. Good job. I'm going to change the fold of my sponge. Looks like I need a bit more. Okay, now we're going to alternate one up, one down. Okay, so we're going to breathe out, do this. One arm goes up, one comes down. Breathe in, come to ceiling, and switch on the breath out. Switch. Breathe in up, breathe out, down. Go. So try to alternate about 8. Keep your knees reaching forward. Keep your tailbone and sit bones reaching forward. Keep the crown of the head reaching back. And no change on the rib cage. Shoulders are wide. And the tips of the scapulas are still trying to gently hug that roller. And this is the last one for me. And I come back up to the ceiling. Rest your arms down for a second. Good. Everybody's looking good. All right. This is fantastic work for your shoulders. Now, we're going to come back up, and I want you to bend your elbows into 90 degrees. Okay? So you're like this. Hand in line with the elbow, elbow cut, whatever line of shoulder. Now, you're going to rotate the palm of the hand to the floor. Keep the arm and the elbow at mid-torso level. Elbow at about shoulder level. Then you're going to rotate palm to ceiling. Try not to change the position of the arm. Just rotate. Your pivot point is your shoulder and your elbow. So you can breathe in to go forward, breathe out to rotate back. Breathe in, breathe out. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. And everybody, hug the roller with your scapulas, but don't let your rib cage pop. So you're only hugging enough to where you're not lifting the chest and the ribs. Good. Change the breath. Breathe in, rotate up. Breathe out, down. Keep that rib cage still and just mobilize the arms. Last 2. Good. Elbow and shoulders aligned with each other. And last 1. Come back up to ceiling. If you need rest, rest. Alternate. One hand up, one down, and then switch right away. Breathe in. Don't move the elbow. The elbow stays in alignment with the shoulder. So as the palm goes up, the elbow doesn't lift with it. Yeah. Now change your breath. Hold. Switch the breath. And then continue like you're doing the same movement, but the breath has switched. Ribs are not moving, shoulders are pulling away from the ear, scapula still gently hugging the roller. Last 1. Good. And relax the arms for a second on the floor, anywhere you want. Good. So a lot of rotation on the shoulder, yeah? A lot of rotator cuff work. No resistance, just body weight. Now, let's draw some circles. So we're going to go back up to the ceiling, and we're kind of going to combine things. We're going to go up to the ceiling. You're going to circle the arm around to the hip, and then back up as far back as we already practiced, keeping the ribcage still. Then as you open, focus on the mobility of the arm and the shoulder joint. It's going to go through quite a lot of rotation. Allow it. So keep it really relaxed. So breathe out to go up. Breathe in to go around. So we do 3 with the breath out. And then we're going to reverse the breath. And then we're going to reverse the movement. Now, breathe in to go up. Breathe out to rotate down. If you feel you can touch the ground, Then as you open, whenever you can touch the ground, just allow the arms to rotate and touch it. So it's more range of motion. No ribs up, William. Watch your ribs, yeah? You're popping a little bit to the ceiling. Keep pushing the back of the rib cage into the roller like you're crunching. Now we're gonna reverse it. Breathe out to go down and up. Breathe in to bring it back in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Keep the body lengthening, everybody. Just take the arms at the shoulders where it's comfortable. When you're ready, you're going to reverse it. So you're going to breathe out, go back and out. Breathe in, pick up some flowers and bring it back up. Breathe out, reach, the ribs stay stable. Breathe in, rotate, hug that roller. Don't let that rib come up. Breathe out, breathe in, and we can do one bonus one. Keep the body lengthened from head to tail. Nice job, and relax again. Nice, good. All right, so hopefully we released a lot of the shoulder. Yes. We're going to march. So hands stay very gentle on the floor. You use as much arms as you feel is comfortable for you. Okay? I'm just gonna switch directions because my neck gets to hurt. All right. So marching with the roller. Let me give you that side view. Okay? Same thing you were doing. Now super core work. So really hug that core. Use the hand for balance. And remember, wider, more stable. We're going to float one leg up, trying not to move the roller. Breathe out, scooping down. Keep the connection of the core. Float the other leg. Breathe out. Good. Now, as you float the legs up and down, what do I want from you? One, pull the shoulders away from the ears. Hug the roller. So Simone, a little more shoulders away from the ear. We're a little bit here. So if you need to lift the arms a bit, you can. Okay? And as the leg goes up and down, there's less and less weight on the hands. So your goal is to do everything through the core and use minimum hand arm work support. Okay, so let's say about 6-ish. Core, core, core. Now, for those of you who feel pretty balanced, the opposite arm comes up. So as I march the leg closer to you, the opposite arm, it can go to ceiling or it can continue going back like the work we were doing. And then everything comes back down, just lightly touch, and then it goes up and down. Now the tailbone is heavy on the roller, so we're not moving pelvis, we're maintaining neutral. You can breathe in to go up, breathe out to go down, or right now, just do whatever is comfortable for you. Now, if you got your balance, you can keep both arms to ceiling, and as you march, hug the roller with the scapula, hug that torso, and march with no arms. And down. Woohoo! My hamstring is cramping just from the stability work of my leg. Good. So if you're not ready for that, the hands stay lightly, barely touching, and you can continue. Now, if you're really happy with this, you can have no arms and also add the arm going back as that leg goes up. So we're in no hurry here, right, everyone? Because this is super difficult. So going to your toe, if you can't bring it up, and then from the toe, stabilize the opposite side, and then, I can't look at you and do this at the same time, and then march it up once you feel that you're stable. So there's no hurry. Just really activate that core. Go to the toe if you can. And then activate the opposite side, not the same side. So it can march up and you're fully active. Nice. Try not to use your hands. The idea is no hands. No hand on the floor if you can. So this is my weak side, the one that's to you. I have to activate. There I am on the toe on the opposite side. And then I come up and down. Good. So finish, even it up, another 2, maybe 3. And then that arm can keep going with you. So I love core work here. Can't cheat. Can't cheat. All right. So when you're done, let's come down. Keep the arms up here. And let's do a little bit of crunches. So again, feet closer together or even together, more challenging. Slightly wider or much wider, more stability. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. Lengthen the back of the neck. And we're going to lift the head. Push the back of the ribs into the roller, crunch up, hands come to hips, chest nice and wide. And then we'll come back down again. And remember, if you want to challenge and work mobility of the shoulder, the arms go back. Breathe out. Scoop the belly in. Don't push it to the ceiling. Okay? Nice. And make that spine track right in line with the roller. So you should feel that that spine is going up and down in the roller, tracking right on top of it. Because I keep twisting to you. I keep getting this aligned. Okay. So once we have about 6 crunches going here, of course, we have to add the marches. So if we're still working on balance, what do? We crunch, we bring the hand to the ground as light as we can, and we march with the help of the hand. And then as the leg goes down, you use the hand as much as you can, and then it goes back. So we crunch and march. And if we cannot do that, we bring the hand to the ground first. Yeah, and then we march with some support as much as needed, and then try to take the hands off so you can work without. Okay, so either hands or no hands, up to you. Another 6-ish, and we're still scooping the belly away from the ceiling into the roller. Hollow, hollow, hollow it. Take your time, no sudden movements. Good. When you've done about 6 or you're even on both sides, we're going to rest down. You should be feeling a little bit more balanced, yeah? Good. And then rest it down. For my sacrum. Little bony sacrum hurts on these rollers. Okay, so our warm-up is kind of over. Imprint. March one leg up. Keep the imprint. Now use your arms and bring the other leg up. So your weight is more on your arms, but again, don't grip for life. As light as you can. Okay? Toe tap, single legs. Breathe out. Keep your back pressed into the roller and relax one leg down only as far as you can without peeling the low back off the mat. And then it comes back up again. Okay? Now, 90 degrees away from the body, more work, closer to the body, more stability. Remember that. Breathe out, one leg. And then up. So as you move, let's think of the back of the ribs on the ground, on the roller, bottom ribs on the roller, sacrum on the roller, low back, trying to reach the roller. And as the leg goes down, we're scooping the abdominals. So about 6 to 8. Good job, everyone. That looks good. You don't need to touch your toes. You need to keep your back on the roller. Now, of course, we need to add the arm. So leg goes down, opposite arm goes up, maybe back, or maybe just to the ceiling. and it comes back up. Don't lean into the supporting arm. Try to stay centered. So you're still using your core. If you're leaning too much into that arm, that means you're leaning to that side. We want to barely use that arm. Core. Woo. Keep your body really, really long. From crown of the head to tailbone, with the sit bones reaching long. And if the arm keeps going back, that rib cage stays really stable. Let's try 2 more. Nice. And then you can just relax the legs towards the chest or to the floor. Good job. Very nice. Okay, so we're going to continue here. And we're going to crunch. We're going to keep the hands here. We're going to crunch and lean and do the toe taps. So you're going to crunch, toe tap. And again, I'm trying to barely use my hands. And then I come back down. Minimum support. And really, no sudden movements. Again, move really slow so you're controlling as much as you can. Keep your shoulders away from your ears, the back of the ribs into the roller. Scoop the pelvic floor and the abdominals first. Press the ribs into the mat. Don't use your neck and head to lift you. Use the pressure on the back of the ribs to lift you up. Push into the back of the ribs to lift you. Shoulders are wide and the head is just following. Try to give me 2 or 3 more. And then when you finish those, you can march down and take a break as well. Good. Nice work. Good. All right. So I want to do the 100. Actually, I can do the 100. Let's get off the roller. So we're going to roll to the side. Okay. Just roll the roller away from you and then lay on your back. Take one leg, take the other, and then your back should feel really nice and flat on the ground. Yeah? It's a nice feeling on the back. You should feel that there's a roller still on your back. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the 100, pushing the roller away. So we're actually going to push the roller on the breath out and bring it back in on the breath in. You have to keep pressure into the roller, otherwise it slips away from you. So press the leg into the roller. You can keep your feet flexed and then bring it in. Okay, so this is going to be the work of the leg. As for the body, we're going to breathe out, crunch and push. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in, come up and pull the roller. Come down, I'm sorry, arms go up. Okay? So I have the arches of the feet on the roller. I have pressure on it. Tuck your chin. Arms facing away from you. And breathe out. Roll the head. Press the back of the ribs. Crunch. Breathe in. Pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Roll down on a breath in. Breathe out. Crunch. Breathe in. 2. Imprint your back on the mat. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in. So if you cannot straighten the leg because it bothers your back, you don't need to straighten the leg. Just go a little bit and breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Out. Pull it back in. Or don't move the roller at all. Go. 4. Breathe out. Crunch. In. Push the leg into the roller if your legs are straight. 3, 4, 5. Breathe in. Bring it back. I'm going to go to 6. 6. In. 2, 3. Pull the belly in. Press the leg into the roller. And breathe in. Roll and pull. 7, breathe out, crunch. Shoulders wide in, pull strong, strong. 2, 3, 4, 5, press into the roller, bring it back. 8, push the leg, pull strong, in the arms, out. 2, 3, 4, 5, pull. 9, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, pull the belly in, out. 2, 3, 4, 5, in, out. Last one, go. Breathe out, crunch, scoop the belly, press. 2, 3, 4, 5, out. 2, 3, 4, 5, breathe in and relax the arm for a second. Nice work. Now, we're gonna press the roller and keep it out for the roll up. We're gonna push the feet into the roller as much as you can. I have my feet hip width apart, arms go up, and then it goes back. Same thing we were doing on the roller. Okay, shoulders nice and wide, so no shoulders up. Shoulders are down, arms are up. So we're gonna breathe in, roll the head and shoulders, press the back of the ribs into the ground, come into your roll up, lift the ribs away from the pelvis, go up and over a big beach ball and reach. Feet are flexed. Yeah, we're getting that stretch through the back of the body. Bend your knee if you need to. This is quite a lot of the stretch if it's too much. Breathe in to start going back. Breathe out, press the legs into the roller, scoop, round the pelvis and the spine, and come back down into your roll down. Okay, I'm trying to fit into the screen. Okay, so again, pressing the legs down, let's go. Breathe in, lift the head and arms. Breathe out, scoop and press the back of the ribs. Keep rolling. Now when you're up here, lift that rib cage away from the pelvis, scooping and hollowing the abdominal. Press the abdominals back. Sit on the sit bone and just the upper body and the arms go up and forward. So don't flex from the hips. Good. Breathe out again. Press the legs into the roller. Scoop the belly and roll down one bone at a time. Keep the rib cage still. Arm go up and over without popping those ribs. Breathe in. Arm and head go up. Breathe out. Scoop and lift. Now, anchor the sit bone, lift the rib, and go up and over that beach ball, scooping the abdominal and lifting. Breathe out again, press your feet into the roller, scoop, round, slowly, slowly, slowly. If you want to make it harder, keep your hands next to your ears. Picture frame. Breathe in to lift, breathe out, scoop, and the arms stay high. Scoop and lift the abdominals and the ribs, come forward, flexing the feet, reaching through the heel. Breathe in there and breathe out. Keep your hands up, scoop and round. The higher your arms are, the more challenging it's going to be for you. Give me 1 or 2 more. Press into that roller. Remember to keep your knees bent if you need to. Breathe in to lift, breathe out, scoop. Lift the abdominals up and over, reach. Breathe in at the top, breathe out, scoop. Keep your arms high if you want to make it harder. Nice job. And release down. Bring your hands next to your side and stay down. Bend the knees and bring the roller to you. So we're going to go into bridges. If you guys cramp, or if you feel knee pain and it's too much for you to do the bridges here, get rid of the roller. This is really intense and it's much more hamstrings. So I have my feet rounded over the roller. Roller close to me. I don't want it too far, okay? And then I'm going to press down into the roller and that's going to activate my glutes. Hands are pressing on the ground, shoulders away from the ears. Press into the roller and try to lift the pelvis just a centimeter off the ground. That's it, bring it down. Okay, so you should feel the glutes activate. Breathe out, scoop imprint. Press the arches of the feet into the roller. Keep pressing and that pressure into the roller will lift the pelvis a bit and bring it back down. Good, let's roll halfway up. Breathe in to lengthen the tailbone and the spine. Breathe out, imprint. Press the feet into the roller. Squeeze the glutes. Now roll halfway up. Chest down, breathe in at the top, lengthen, breathe out, scoop the abdominals to roll you down all the way to neutral. So let's do about 2 to 3 more. low bridges, and then let's go to full bridges, okay? So breathe in to lengthen, breathe out. Press into the roller, scoop in print, and then roll the pelvis to about mid-rib level, maybe esophagus. Breathe in, lengthen the knees. Breathe out, use the abdominals to roll you back down. Good, give me 2 more. Lengthen the spine, tailbone all the way to crown of the head, super long. Watch your shoulders, Simone, too much shoulders to ears. Keep pulling the scapula away from your ear and lengthen the back of the neck and head. Don't roll those shoulders. Breathe out, last one, halfway. Don't let your knees fall out. Knees are reaching forward all the time. All right, if you need a break, just straighten the leg and release a little bit. Otherwise, let's go. We have 4 big bridges. Breathe out, press into the roller, scoop round, 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 round. Chest keeps pressing down, scapulas and arms keep pressing down. Lift only with the pelvis. Abs 200%, nice long line. Knees are reaching forward, feet pushing into the roller. When you're ready, breathe out. Chest goes down first, then esophagus, 1 bone at a time. Keeps rolling down all the way to a neutral pelvis. And we have 3 more. Breathe in to lengthen. Press into the roller, activate the glutes, breathe out, scoop. Keep the knees reaching forward. Keep the tailbone reaching forward. Then roll. Chest and abs pressing down. Connect rib to pelvis. Breathe out. No arching of the back. From the esophagus, all the way up here. All the way up here. Mobilize that upper back. All the way down. Good. And go. 2 more. Stay long through that spine. Keep pressing scapula and arm into the mat. Lift only with the butt. And last one. Okay, straighten the leg for a second when you're done. Okay. All right, so we're gonna do something miserable. We're gonna go into a bridge and we're going to march up on the bridge. It's hard, so take your time doing it. Again, like I said, no sudden movements. Keep pulling the roller towards you as you lift the opposite leg so you don't lose the roller, okay? You don't need to lift the pelvis too high, but we're gonna stay up there on the bridge position and march the legs anywhere between 6 to 10. Stay as much as you can, okay? So realign the whole body, lengthen the back of the body, press the scapula and the arms on the ground, reach towards the roller, lengthen the back of the neck, roll up. Maybe half a bridge, maybe higher if you want to challenge. Now, push the leg closer to the video into the roller and towards you, march one leg up, and then it comes down. It might cramp. If it does, just lower the pelvis more. And press the other leg. And down. Good. 3. And down. Don't let the level of the pelvis change. That's the whole point. 4. 5. I'm cramping. 6. Squeeze your butt more if you cramp. Woo. 7. 8. Don't let the rib pop up. 9. Keep the abdominals super tight. 10. Keep squeezing the butt. Yay, let's roll down. And stretch those legs again. Very good. Should we do the hard one? What? There's more? All right, don't beg. We'll do it. Okay, so the other one is purely hamstring. We're going to push the roller away while on the bridge, right? This is a great exercise for the hamstring. Press the arm, bring the pelvis up. Don't go too high. And then you're going to push the roller away only as far as you can. Of course, you can go all the way as long as you don't arch. Abs really tight. Keep the pressure on the roller. I'm still bridging, yeah? And then pull it back in, tucking the pelvis. Give it a try. The most important thing is don't arch the back to push the roller. You can lower the pelvis but keep the abdominals tight. And then you pull it back in. Keep the pressure into the roller so it doesn't slip. Okay, so breathe in or breathe out and pull. Woo, slip like that. My roller is slippery and my floor is slippery. So try to do about 6. Remember, you don't have to go all the way. You can go as far as you can. And then you pull it back in. You're still going to be working the hamstring. Losing my roller. If you're done, cross the leg. Actually, no. If you're done, push the roller forward, pull the other leg up to the ceiling to stretch. Okay, if it's too much for you, bend the leg that's down. It's fine. Otherwise, keep it and lengthen. You can hold behind the thigh. You don't have to hold high. Feel the stretch. And if you want more of a stretch, you flex that foot. Foot up there. Pull. Nice. And then bend the bottom leg, pull this in, and pull to stretch, or keep the leg down. Number 4. Got 5 to 6 breaths, pulling in each time. Good. And then when you're ready, bring both feet, straighten that other leg out, and this one goes to ceiling. Holy tightness. Good. Don't stress the shoulders, okay? So remember, this bottom leg can be bent. You can hold wherever you can. If you have a band or a strap, you can always strap it. And the top leg can be flexed if you need deeper stretch into the calves as well. 5 to 6 breaths. Nice. And then when you're ready, you bend that bottom leg, cross, and pull. Oh, wow. That's tight. Okay. And let's bring the feet down. Okay. All right. Roll to your side and up we go. Okay, we're ready for planks and swans, okay? I'm not gonna do the planks with the hands on the roller because that's really intense on the wrists. We're gonna do feet on roller, okay? So that gives you an opportunity to be on your elbows if you need to be on your elbows today, all right? So we're gonna turn around and pick elbow or hands. Again, the roller is always optional, okay? I have my fingers spread, my tips of the fingers pressing in, shoulders down, round that rib and lengthen the pelvis. And then we take leg to roller, push yourself round a bit more, leg to roller, okay? The first thing we're gonna do is the holding. And then we're gonna come down and stretch. So options are, you can be on the elbows, same thing, okay? And if you feel that you cannot be with the legs up, just bring the roller under the shins and you can be here, that's fine. Even further off a little bit more, that's totally fine. Now, I'm gonna look at the timer. So I'm gonna go ready, set, go. And I'm gonna tell you 30 seconds all the way up to a minute. You don't need to stay up the whole time. Do what you can with it. Wrists hurt, keep the hands slightly more in front of you, okay? Now, grip the floor with the tips of the fingers, spread your fingers wide. Roll the shoulders, press into the hands and round the scapulas around the ribs. Lift that core. I already have both my feet on the roller. I'm just gonna push away. There, and let's go. Up. Okay, so there goes 5 seconds. Now again, if you need to be away from the wrist, go back a little bit more, but your core is gonna have to work harder. Keep pushing yourself up, Keep tucking your pelvis, lifting the abdominals, lifting the ribs, pushing away from the floor. So scan the body up and down. Press into the hands, up, chest up through the scapulas, bottom ribs up, belly up. Lift your kneecaps, tighten your thighs, 30 seconds. Up and down the body all the time. Check what's going on. Lift that core. Lift that core. Press into the hands and lift that core. Keep your thighs really tight. 10 seconds to a minute. Keep lifting. Keep pushing. Push up. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. And knees down. Stretch back. Woo! Wrist to ceiling. Oh, sorry. Palms to ceiling and round this stuff in. Okay, so make a fist, pull and roll if you want to release the wrists. Make a fist and roll the hands towards the forearm. Okay, stretch. Arms forward, chest down. Good. Okay. So you know what I'm gonna do, because I know it's a lot on your wrists, yeah? Let's go on the next plank on the elbows. But we're gonna have to work the legs. So we're gonna come to elbows. Your hands can be parallel to each other, or you can clasp your hands and be in a triangle, whatever is comfortable for you. The triangle will give you more support. The hands aligned like this will give you less support. And if you can rotate the palms down, watch the shoulders that it doesn't internally rotate with you. You choose. Anyways, we're gonna come back up and leg up, okay? So for those of you with any issues on the knee, go ahead and start. You can do 10, but slower. Any issues on the knee, bend a little bit. So there's no pressure on the knee joint, okay? Now, this is the pace I would like to have. Press into the elbows, lift, and breathe out, lift. Full breath out and down. Breathe out, lift. Reach away from the body. Okay? Let's go. 3, 2, 3, 4. Point and reach. 5, 6. Keep lifting that core, everybody. Just wrap the scapulas around the ribs. Well, I lost count. 7, 8, 9. Pull the kneecaps up and keep those thighs really strong. 10. If you find miscounted, just finish it. And then stretch back again. Roll up, and we're gonna face the roller. You can just bring a roller in front of you. I'm just gonna turn around, and we're going to do our swans, okay? So we're gonna lay down, belly down. Roll in front of us, and we're gonna do scapular glides, and we're gonna go into a swan from here. So my legs are hip width apart. You can keep it together, you can keep it sit bones width, or you can go as wide as is comfortable for your low back. Okay, I have pinky side of my arm on the roller, and my arms are in Y shape, not very wide. They're just shoulder width or slightly wider, not much. Okay. Then let's pull the abdominals off the ground and lengthen the tailbone away from the body to the big toes of the leg. So not here, here. Shoulders as wide as you can and rotate, wrap the armpit, the outer armpit inward. So you're really opening the shoulder, okay? And the tip of the scapula is down here on your chest. Now, I am getting my head off the ground, up high enough to where my arm, my shoulder, and my back become one line. My chest is not below my shoulder. It's at the same line, wherever there's no pinch on my shoulder. So lift that chest as much as you need to do that. No pinch on the back of the shoulder. And Push the roller away. You can lift the shoulder and scapulas. Pull the scapula down. Open up your shoulders and drop the scapulas to the butt with the widest shoulder you can. Breathe in to reach or breathe out. Breathe out, pull. Lengthen the back of the neck and head forward as the scapulas open up. And there should be a rotation on the arm. You don't have to lock your shoulders, but your elbows, but don't move from the elbow. Move from the shoulder blade, the scapula. Breathe in, it goes up. The arms push the roller. Breathe out, the scapulas pull the roller back towards you. Lengthen the whole body. Breathe in, scapulas go up. Breathe out, pull the scapula down, rotate, bring the scapula under your chest and opening up the shoulders. Breathe in, breathe out, pull. Lengthen the neck and the head so you get the stretch on the upper shoulder. Breathe in, push the roller. Breathe out, pull the roller. Okay, my abs are tight and it's my shoulder blades doing the work for me. Nice, William, that looks really good. Nice, Tamara. Remember to open up those shoulders, ladies. Ladies, yeah, okay. Shoulders go wider, much wider. And bend the elbow if you feel there's too much pressure. Finish one more and we're gonna go into our swans. Otherwise, everybody looks really good. That was really nice. So for the swan, lift the belly more. I want much tighter abdominals. We pull the shoulder and scapula down, widen the shoulder, and wrap the armpit around inside, right? My elbow will stay soft, so it takes away pressure from my shoulder. It doesn't have to. Then I pull the abdominals, I lengthen the spine, pressing into the roller, and I come up into a nice long line. I don't need to go up very high, okay? So the reason why I'm bending my elbow now, not all the time, just enough to take pressure off my shoulder. My abdominals go tight, so scapulas come down, wrap around, and they stay there. I push into the roller and I lift my body with a nice long line. The longest line I can, and then I lengthen the spine back down and I reach everything back up. Okay? Pull the scapula down on the breath in, lengthening the body. Breathe out. Lift the abdominals and lift the body. Press into the roller. The roller keeps coming to you because you're lifting and pulling it. The scapula is constantly going down your back. Keep looking at the roller. Don't look down at the floor. So as you come up, try to look at the base of that roller. Don't lose the abdominals. Excellent, William. Beautiful. That's nice. Good, Simone. Nice. Nice, Tamara. That's really good, everyone. So if you choose to go a little higher, you can. Just make sure that you're really lengthening that body and you're trying to bring it up in the longest line you can. You keep pulling the roller towards you to help you move. Otherwise, you can't move up. Excellent job. Excellent. Abdominals lifting with you. Lift those abdominals and lengthen the spine. Lengthen the tailbone all the way to your toes and lengthen the crown of the head and abdominals up and forward. Okay? The glutes eventually are going to work because of the work you're doing. Don't squeeze the glutes to come up. They're just going to work. Nice. And rest down. Make a pillow with your hand and just stay down and breathe. Good. You can press yourselves up, toes together, knees apart, and get a stretch here. Reach the arms forward, round the pelvis, round the back. And then we're going to roll up to seated. And let's roll our upper back a little bit with that roller because we deserve it. Okay, so bring the roller in. Good. All right, so place the roller just below the scapulas or just between the scapulas. Okay, you're gonna Bring your hands together and into the back of your neck. And we're gonna pull the elbows together and pull the scapulas towards the chest. So you're opening up your upper back. Okay, so elbows in and open up your upper back. Bring the scapulas all the way out here. That's why the elbows are in. Now, you're gonna lift the pelvis, rounding. Don't just lift. Round your whole back like you're doing a crunch. And roll that roller between your scapulas. Woo. Keep the elbows come together. Open up the scapulas, round the pelvis. Yeah? So between the scapulas, don't go into your low back. Bottom of scapulas, up to the upper back. Nice. There you go. Good. So if you want to, go to the middle of the scapula, open up this side, one side more, if you want, and then lean into that side. Like you're trying to get the roller just inside the scapula on this side and roll on this side. Okay, if you want to pull, like I try to open up my scapula so the roller goes in. Roll on that side. Yeah, just inside the scapula, between the scapula and the spine. And then you go to the other side, open up that scapula more. I keep holding my head so there's no stress on my neck. So I lean to the other side and I roll there. We're not going to the lower back. We're just staying on the rib cage, mid back up. Then come back to the center if you want to again. Good. And then you can bring your butt down. And then I'm gonna make you take the roller wherever you want. Right on the scapular spine. Definitely support your neck for this one. Open up the elbows this time and just relax here. So your hand is being used as a hammock for your head. Okay? Now, Simone, you can bring the roller even higher if you want. So the higher it is to the top of your shoulder, less extension. But you can bring it lower to the tip of the scapula is fine. Just don't take it to your low back. Okay, anywhere between the tip of the scapula, the middle of the scapula, and upper back, play around, see where you like to have it. Relax your head into your hands and open up the elbow as wherever it wants to be. And breathe into your chest. If you want to, you can straighten the legs as well. And give me 5 breaths to your chest. Open it up. Breathe out, relax. You can track your neck and head if you want gently, but not too much. Just relax here. You can change the position of the roller if you want and continue breathing to the chest. And then on your next breath out, lift the head first. Nice. And roll up. Good. Just round your back a little bit if you need to. Good. Yes. And release up. Nice work. There's so much to do with the roller, but unfortunately our hour is over. We'll try to do a class just myofascial release, yeah? Just rolling and release fascia and release body will be really nice. We'll try to do a half class. But good job. That was a nice core work for everybody. Some upper body and some arms, I think we got together, and some legs. So I hope you guys feel okay. Yeah?
That was great. Thank you, Mona.
Yeah, you're welcome. Let me finish this.